So recently I've been streaming Tetris over on Twitch, and while I like Tetris and I like streaming, I have to say there are some major flaws with streaming Tetris. I got this idea after watching another video about Melee called Why I Hate My Favorite Game, and realizing that many of the same things can also be applied to Tetris. First off, Tetris requires 100% focus during the games, which pretty much means you can't read any chat while you are playing. Even the breaks in between games are only a few seconds, which is definitely not enough time to read anything more than a short message in chat. So anytime the chat is active, you're going to miss most of the messages. The next problem is multitasking. If you decide to try to say something while playing, then there's a good chance you're probably going to be playing worse. And in a game where one small misdrop will cost you everything, talking can feel like a huge mistake. So if you're playing ranked matches in Tetris League, it can be incredibly tilting if you do the latter. Next up, I think Tetris is, unfortunately, a repetitive game. You can only watch someone who's decent at the game for so long before you get bored, and if there's no stakes, like in JS matches, then there's really no point in watching, especially if you're better than the streamer. That's where streamers like Firestorm and Caboozled have an advantage. When you're watching them, you feel like you're actually learning something, but when you're watching someone like me, who's still in the top 5% in tetrio, it's often pointless for many players if they're just there for the gameplay. So maybe you want to take a different route and have open viewer lobbies. Well, if that's the case, then the players involved typically won't be active in chat since they're playing. Also, if you're the best player in the room, you'll still have the problem of not being able to read chat because you'll be playing most of the time. And if you're not the best player, then why are people watching you? Not to mention that most people don't play Tetris for extended periods of times, so streams tend to be very short, which is not good for Twitch growth or viewership. But maybe what's missing the most from Tetris is variety content, something to mix up the monotony. Maybe you could say tournaments do that, but personally I don't really think so. There's not really much going on in the scene at any given moment, nothing big to look forward to or collaborations to want. We're kind of just stuck in this repetitive loop of just playing the game over and over. So again, I don't really have a solution to this problem right now. I suppose you could just stream less often so it's not as repetitive, or maybe just become really good at reading chat and playing at the same time, but I think that Tetris just really isn't meant to be a streaming game for more than a few streams. It kinda sucks, but hey, if you want to watch me, you can follow me on Twitch. Anyway, thanks for watching.